Okay, let's try take 3. Sorry. First time, the first thing was really irritating. I clicked something and I stopped the video by mistake, and I don't have very good editing capabilities. As you can see, I do these in one take. But it's the week of What If, and we're starting with part 12 of What If Tsunade Adopted Naruto. So last time on the Naruto What If, Naruto and Jiraiya had arrived back from their trip to the Hidden Way Village. It's been about 2 weeks, I'm going to say, between traveling and staying there. So Hinata at this point has had time to recover. Now, by the by, someone had asked in, I believe, the previous Naruto Tsunade Adopted Naruto video, will I be giving Zabuza Boil Release? No, because Boil Release is a Keka Genkai that belongs to May, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, May's clan, or and she had 2, surprisingly, Lava and Boil. But just because someone has fire and water does not mean they just automatically get a Keka Genkai. So sorry about that. That's not to say though I won't do some cool stuff with him later on. I brought Zabuza back for a reason. But no, Naruto and Jiraiya arrive back in the village. They report to the Hokage, Tsunade as it is, and say, oh, this will be great. Having ally like Zabuza is going to be really good. Trade between the wave or the hidden wave will be really good for our economy as well, as we can't get a lot of seafood ourselves. So this is going to be this will be pretty good. So after it's all said and done, Jiraiya's like, yeah, just go. I got to talk to the Hokage about a couple things. Namely, like training Naruto later on down the road. Naruto then goes to ask where Team 7 is, goes to see 7, sees Kakashi, Hinata, and Sasuke. They're training, hey, you're back, yay, everything's good. And he talks about the trip, and they asked, did you learn anything on the trip besides, just seeing Zabuza and, inner politics about treaties and stuff like that? Yeah, Jiraiya taught me this cool technique. Now, I think Naruto does this more for effect, but I think it's something that he finds a little easier to do, is to brace for the chakra, on his, the weight of chakra in his hand. Is that he creates the Rasengan, just Kakashi's eyes just bug for a second. He's like, he taught you that technique? It's like, yeah, why? And then Kakashi just creates it himself. Just poof. It's like, whoa, you know it too? Naruto, this was the 4th technique. And he taught it to Jiraiya, and he also taught it to me. And then, the Chidori is actually a byproduct of this because I couldn't combine my own natural chakra with it. Neither could the 4th. Wait, so what do you mean? It's actually not a completed technique. It's powerful on its own, but then he briefly explains that, wow. Sasuke's just like, wow, both my Chidori and the Rasengan are pretty awesome. I wonder which one's stronger. You want to try? And then he just creates a Chidori. You want to try me out, Naruto? It's like, oh, you better believe it, no, Sasuke. It's like, ready? Let's go. Nope. What are you doing, Kakashi? So that's like, no. Now, granted, that was more the friendly rivalry type than the, animosity that the two had previously in the original series. But still, it's like, no. You want to see why? Both of you still have your attack. The stacks are still activated. Both of you strike Kakashi just creates a giant rock, like 2 boulders basically, just with Earth style. Both of you strike those boulders. And it's like, all right, fine. And Sasuke, who's been practicing a little bit, I'm sure, charges in and just boom. Charges in, and Naruto just boom, and they both pretty much smash those rocks. Naruto actually more carves out the rock, but he still actually has managed to destroy it. It's like, yeah! Now, what do you think would have happened if you guys had collided? And they both realize, ooh. It's like, yeah, that might not have been the smartest thing to do, boys. But still. And but still, they laugh about it. It's like, I could teach you guys if you want. It's like, and Sasuke's like, well, that's thoughtful, but I already have the Chidori. I wouldn't want to take something. Besides, that wouldn't put us on even par anymore, man. I got to keep up with you, just like you got to keep up with me. It's like, that's true, Sasuke. And it's like, that's true, man. It's like, what about you, now? You want to learn the Rasengan? And then Hinata's like, maybe another time. I've still got other things. I'm still practicing with the strength technique the Tsunade taught me, plus working on my lightning release a little bit. It's like, no, that's fair. By the way, it's, and they briefly, realize that they still have to talk about their date. To which the guy's like, well, I'm going to leave you two. You guys have the weekend off. We'll start off missions again on Monday. So it's like, Sasuke's like, thinking about getting something to eat. You guys want to join? Well, we're actually, there's something we need to talk about. And then Sasuke can read between the lines, like Naruto's dense ass. It's like, yeah, no, I should go too. Yeah, maybe Naruto. Take care. So, Hinata and Naruto kind of stick around, and talk about what they're going to do on their date. And say, we got time tonight. Everything along goes like, yeah, we can do it tonight. Sasuke's walking along. It's like, well, it's about time those two finally got together. And then he's kind of thinking about it too. It's like, should I really consider dating right now? I mean, I'm really focusing on trying to, get strong enough to take out Itachi. But at the same time, I'm not that same guy from the original series. Breaking fourth wall, what the hell? Is my nose bleeding from an aneurysm of complete meta? No. But he's like, but even if I wanted to have time for a relationship, who is there to really, Ino's a no. He didn't say Ino's no go. I really don't know that 10 girl's cute, but I really don't know her that well. And he kind of thinks about Sakura for a little bit. Like, Sakura was a bit of a fangirl back in there, but the little what I've seen of her lately, she's really starting to take things seriously as a ninja. Now, he's not going to go out of his way to find Sakura, but the next time he sees her, maybe he'll ask her. And lo and behold, she's walking out of Inoshia as he's walking by. So it's like, hi, yeah, and Sakura's like, oh, hi, Sasuke, and they play a little catch up. Sakura clearly is happy to see him, but at the same time, I believe Kurenai would root out a lot of that fangirlism. She still has that affection, and clearly she did love him, as we've seen in the series. But it's a bit more matured up now. Now it's more like, okay, actual affection and respect, not just admiration. So she's, excited, happy to talk to him, and they're back and forth. Meanwhile, Ino's just like, what? Sasuke's out there? Ayana! It's like, oh, excuse me, man, can I help? She's basically got a couple customers like, crap, okay, gotta get through these quick so I can talk to Sasuke-kun, guys, so I can talk to Sasuke-kun. And it's like, and Sasuke's like, what's what's going on? What are you planning for us? I don't have much. I was just gonna frankly head home and everything. I was like, well, I'm kind of hungry, and if wanted to maybe get up, and he's got that awkward thing because this is new for him. It's like, you want to go get something to eat maybe with you together? It's like, yeah, together. And you can see her eyes just light up like Christmas. And it's like, yes, I'd love that. And it's like, all right, then yeah. Let's say meet up at name restaurant here in maybe a half hour. It's like, sure, yeah. Let me just I've been training a little bit, or maybe an hour. I gotta at least take a shower and get changed, all that stuff. So yeah, that, and they go out. Now I'm not gonna go over the big details of Naruto, Hinata, or Sasuke and Sakura's dates. Because, frankly, with Hinata and Naruto, you can just, frankly, go to any one of my other what-ifs that I paired them up with and actually went over the date. Needless to say, they have a nice date. They probably share their first kiss. It's very nice. Sasuke and Sakura's is a bit just more friends or acquaintances getting to know each other and becoming a bit more than that. And Sasuke finds that when you take away the fangirlism, Sakura's actually not a bad person to talk with. Granted, they have some shared experiences with the ninja or with their ninja life now, and they can talk and even share a laugh or two. Sasuke's finding she's actually pretty good company. She's got a nice sense of humor, and when he's really, looking at her, she's not unattractive. So basically now we cut over, because it's night when all this is happening, to the Sound 4 going into the village. And they've been having a discussion with each other. Who do we go after? Do we go after Sasuke? Do we go after Hinata? Or do we go after both of them? So Lord Orochimaru kind of has eye on both of them. He wanted Sasuke more, but Hinata was kind of a secondary prize that he was very happy with. And remember, she doesn't have the curse seal on her head, which means her Byakugan can be taken. Quite frankly, actually, I'd imagine that even a curse sealed Hyuga could have their Byakugan taken with Orochimaru's body stealing technique. Because the seal prevents you from stealing the Byakugan. Upon death, it just deactivates it. But your body doesn't die with Orochimaru's technique of stealing. So even a branch member could have their Byakugan stealed. But I don't think Orochimaru would want one anyway, just on the off chance. Unfortunately, Hinata doesn't meet that requirement. Anyway, it's like, well, and then they're arguing back and forth. Jidambo, who's probably the dumbest of them, says, we should go after Hinata. We should go after Hinata. She's got the curse seal. And then, they're saying, no, we should go after Sasuke. He was the main target. Kinemaro and Sakura are probably the smartest of the group. And Ukon, being the brother. We're probably the smartest of the group. So they say well, it's tough. Normally, we should just go after the one who holds the curse seal. But the one who holds the curse seal happens to be the Hyuga girl. and for all accounts, she's probably about as innocent as they come. And it's like, well, why is that a problem? The curse mark, and he basically explains that the curse mark affects you. By all standards, normally should affect you by the influence of Orochimaru's negative chakra, tainting you and heightening all the negative feelings you have. But if you don't have negative feelings, if you're by all accounts just a pure person, it'll have very minimal effect at best. At best, it's just going to make her slightly more agitated and aggressive. But they don't forget they also have Jiraiya there as well. And this is him talking. Jiraiya is probably one of the most renowned seal masters in the ninja world. If they had him there, I'm certain they had him tweak this, at least put some seals around there to lessen the effects even more. So Orochimaru's influence on Hinata is going to be minimal at best. Sasuke doesn't have the curse seal, but he does have a drive to kill his brother, which can be exploited. So who do we go after? It's pretty obvious who we go after. We go after, cut over now, to the end of Sasuke and Sakura's date. Sasuke says, this was a nice time. It's like, yeah. It's like, well, I hope we can, and Sakura even says, I hope we can do it again sometime. She's a little shy, a little, nervous, like overstepping bounds. Like, can we get another date from you? And Sasuke actually gives a bit of a smile. It's like, I'd like that. And she's like, It's like, well, Sakura, this is good night. He'd be the gentleman to walk her home. I do think Sasuke would be that guy. And especially Sasuke in this version, who's not the same Sasuke. Again, combination of a nicer Sasuke mixed with a bit of the douche of the original. But he's still very mature for his age. So he's like, yes, thank you. And then she turns around, but really, and Sasuke? And then he briefly turns her, as he turns away, he turns like, and then she just briefly gives him a good night kiss on the cheek and says, good night. And then she just rushed into her house, which Sasuke's now kind of just deer in the headlights, a little blushing. He's like, okay, he's kind of just walking away a little process about it, and he kind of just gets a bit of a goofy grin on his face, like, yeah, this dating thing's not so bad. So he's now kind of just walking in a good mood, just walking at night. Everyone's kind of just gone to sleep. Now, the Sound 4 are pretty much Jonin level combatants, but it took them going to their second states to beat some Jonin from the Hidden Leaf. Granted, they beat them pretty bad, but it still took them going into their second forms to beat them. And that said, though, Sasuke, it was even said that Sasuke was at Chunin level by the Chunin exams. He is in this version, too. So he can easily sense that they're there, especially with the fact their chakra's kind of, malice and tainted. So he kind of picks up on it, goes to the top of a roof, kind of runs for a while, goes to an open clearing. He's like, I wanted to avoid in case any stragglers are around. I didn't want anyone to get involved with this. So, and he turns around, what exactly you want? And the Sound 4 are there. It's like, so you knew we were there. You're pretty. I could see why why Lord Orochimaru has an interest in you. Orochimaru, huh? Yeah, you're already losing me on that. I already know what he wants from me. It's like, it's a great honor. He just wants to give you power, and by taking over my body, it's like, figures they'd want that. Figures they'd tell him that. It's a great honor to be. It's a great honor to be chosen to be one of Orochimaru's next vessels. You can live on forever through him. And through him, you can get what you've always wanted. Revenge against your brother. And Sasuke does think about that briefly for a minute. It's like, yeah, no thanks. I'll get revenge on him through my own way and through my own power. And through my own will, and through my own control. He said, I don't need some guy taking over my body to basically, man, my voice is going. I don't need some guy to basically be taking over my body. It's like, yeah, you piece of, and Tayuya is always the foul-mouthed one. You piece of crap. You don't know exactly what kind of option you're being given here, do you? So, no, Tayuya, we don't want to start a scene. After all, we're in the village. While there are no any ninja around right now, we don't want to start a ruckus. As I can tell you what, and Sakura even shows up. Tell you what, why don't you and me, kid, right now, why don't I show you what Orochimaru was really offering you? And he just kind of cracks his knuckles like, you sure you want to do that? And bump back or whatever you'd call him. Because he doesn't know that's basically a second head. So, they go toe-to-toe, and it goes about the same. Sasuke's a little stronger in this version, so he can fare a little better, but ultimately it goes about the same. And Sasuke's down on the ground, just boom, and it's like, see what you're missing out on, kid? Hurts, doesn't it, when you're the weak one in the group? You're probably the weakest member of your team, aren't you? I could say the same about you. It's like, well, you literally just crushes Sasuke's face. Like, I was like, uh, uh, piece of advice you might want to. You might want to let me go. I don't think either of us really need a new hole in our body. It's like, what are you talking? And then he just sees that Sasuke's pointing with his finger. He's not firing a pale lightning, but he's a trick he's probably learned and like, well, Naruto's begun is to charge it up, kind of like a bullet, basically, like a super shot. He's charging up a pale lightning, just do spirit gun, kind of like that. So it's now pointing up, and he realizes like he could have done that at any time, but he's not trying to. But he's not doesn't want to kill us. He doesn't want to see it also. What's he after? So basically, but you had your, but then Sasuke says, "Had your chance." Boo! And then immediately Sasuke gets out of the way. Still gets a graze in his side though. Just if I hadn't moved out of the way, we'd be dead. So now, here's the thing. I don't think many people really see that, unfortunately. It's a sizable ball, but it kind of dissipates after a little while. It's like a little flare. However, there are two people who do see it, and they start rushing towards there, realizing what it was. Because one of them says, "Oh, that's Sasuke sneak. He must be in trouble. Why would he be firing up? Maybe he's training. Let's go see." So well, now we're in a pickle. Because it should be your choice, but it's clear you're not coming with us. And if we ride Orochimaru empty-handed, well, let's say it's going to be our asses. They immediately put their curse marks on. It's like, so we'll just have to knock you out and take you by force. And all of a sudden, they feel the wind kind of get a little rushing. They feel a large gust, and they're feeling more static in the air. Jidambo has to get out of the way of a pale lightning attack, and all of a sudden, Kidimaru and Tai are swept up in a freaking tornado. Just, what the hell? What the hell? And Naruto and Hinata are there, dressed up nice because they were on a date. And, it's like, oh, Sasuke, what's going on here? Wait, these are those sound guys from that helped Orochimaru take out the old man. But Orochimaru's dead. You fool. That shows with you and Orochimaru can never truly die. Shut up, idiot. Now we're dealing with a problem. We definitely have the other target here. We could knock them both out and take him to Lord Orochimaru. But the problem is we also have the Kyuubi brat here. And then that's something that gets the fox brat here. Now they say that, but Sasuke doesn't know what that means because that hasn't really been revealed to them yet. Hinata, though, kind of gets what that means. I imagine Hinata would probably know at this point that he is the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi because Byakugan, you can see the chakra. She doesn't care though. And Naruto, brings out his wind chakra scalpels. Excuse me. Wind chakra scalpels, and Hinata immediately goes into lightning style. Not gentle fist, but the variant of it she's working on, and Sasuke immediately just fires up two pale lightnings as basically flares, and the Gen's like, oh, we gotta get the hell out of here right now. So they have to hightail it out of there, and then they ambush all. What's going on here? And then they basically go, and Tsunade has to get woken up and say, okay, Naruto, this better be good. And they explain the situation like, crap. We're going to have to put, they're able to get in the village too without too much trouble. These guys are no joke. So what are we going to do? I mean, they're not going to be going back to Orochimaru because they know they're going to have to face his wrath. They're probably going to be lingering around right now. We could send a scout out. We could send some scout outs for them. Unfortunately, Kakashi and the others are out of the village right now. The only ones we really have available. Well, actually, here's the thing. Because Sasuke didn't leave, they're not on a timetable. They can wait for some Jonin to get back. So that's honestly what they do. They keep a lookout. The Sound 4, though, do in fact go back to Orochimaru. And again, my voice is... You ever have that weird, little bit of post-nasal back there? You can hear it kind of crackling. It's like, if I just clear my throat enough, I'll get that phlegm and stuff up there. That's what's kind of going back here. That's I apologize very much for that. So they was like, "You returned without Sasuke." I was like, "Yes, we apologize, but the damn Hyuga and the Hyuga girl, oh the Hyuga, oh, it's so disappointing. We apologize, but we wouldn't have made it back otherwise." And it's like, so tell me, why should I let you live then? Because otherwise, because it'll give us another. Because it's better to have us here, or what would be the best term? It's better to have us here, here to serve you than be down for a powerful pawns, sir, or powerful tools. To which it's an argument Orochimaru does accept. It's like, you make a valid point. However, your punishment you should still be punished, and because of that, I'm running out of time. I must choose a body soon, or else I would fall apart. So, and then out of the medical rooms, like, take me this time, and I will make sure that the plan goes without. What would be? Well, how would Kimimaro put it? Take me, and I will show the plan will not fail. You will get at least one body, Lord Orochimaru. Kimimaro, do you believe you have enough life left in you to make it happen? Of course, Lord Orochimaru. Even without the blessing of the curse mark you instilled upon me, I will make your dreams come true. You're such a wonderful boy. It's a shame you couldn't have been my vessel. It would have been my great honor, Lord Orochimaru. So now, Kimimaro, Kabuto, do what you can to stabilize. There's a big old fly in the windshield. I'll have to get that. Do what you can to stabilize Kimimaro as best you can and give him as much time as you can. Yes, Lord Orochimaru, of course. So there's going to be a little delay, but they will eventually go back and try to take at least Sasuke or Hinata. Meanwhile, there's enough time. Enough time's going to pass that Kakashi and Guy both get back to the village. Now, both Kakashi and Guy they will both be there to lead the head task force to take out the Sound 4. Now Sound 5, technically Sound 6. So they will be there. But Sasuke says you're gonna have to bring one. You're gonna have to bring one of those with you. He's like, well, that's out of this question. You guys may be powerful, but these are Orochimaru's top elites. It's like, yeah, but we're the ones they're going to be after. And the best way to draw them out will be with us. It's like I can't sanction using both of you. So I'm only going to use one, but I'll use one of you. And then Hinata's like, oh, this is like no. And then Sasuke actually says, no, you still have a family. You've got a lot. I've got you guys. You guys are my family, and my clan though is gone. And there's a lot at stake here. But you're the only one with the Sharingan, true. But Kakashi's got the Sharingan. You're gonna have Guy Sensei there plus Ozma. I'm gonna say it's gonna be like a 4-man team plus Sasuke of basically you get the big 4 of Konoha. You get Kakashi, Kurenai, Guy, and Ozma. That's gonna be, and you know what? And that's what's gonna happen. So they're basically gonna bring out Sasuke, and they're gonna head out. Now there is no Naruto joining him on this because he has faith in both Sasuke and his sensei and Guy Sensei and all the senseis. He has faith in them. So, yeah, that's where this part of the What If is going to end. Part 12 ends with the Sound 4 and the Elimination Force being created to take out, which is obviously now the Sound. Again, it technically was always the Sound 5, but the Sound 6 now with Kimimaro, which they're not expecting Kimimaro. So keep your eyes out for that. Until then, though, that's where we're ending. Sorry, puppy. That's where we're ending off. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know, do a review of it at some point. 90s for who to win, Star Wars, superhero, magic, what if, anything to the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. Remember, it's the week of what ifs, so I got more what ifs to do. Tomorrow's actually going to be a completely different one. Not the Goku sister one, not the Naruto adopted by Tsunade one. And here's the thing. Tomorrow's going to be a good example of if I can do it in one shot, I will. Otherwise, it'll be a 2-parter. That's what tomorrow's going to be an example of. So just keep your eyes out for that. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Still got a magic video to do, and I'll be done for the day. Later.